My name is Durnin. I'm the Artistic Director of Pitlochry Festival Theatre. It's always interesting coming back to a show for the second time. I've done a number of shows in the past which I visited once, twice, three times, but generally speaking it's been at different venues and with completely different casts. The task will be to try and recreate all of the energy, all of the dynamic, all of the particular appeal of the 2012 production, but feed into it the different energies that result from coming back to a piece 3 years later. I mean, some of my thinking about the piece will have changed. We now know how the music functions in a particular way, how it interacts with the choreography. So some of Hilary and Chris's thinking around those two components and how they work together inevitably will have grown, will have altered. And in terms of how we actually then introduce the show to the audience and how we interact with the audience, I've now got the experience of seeing how the show works over a 4-week run with a packed live house. The show is chock-a-block full of festive moments, and it's really hard to pull one out. But I do think the one that, interestingly, I found most affecting was the second time we hear White Christmas. The first time we hear it, it's in the 1944 section of the show, when it's being sung as part of a concert party routine. There's an artillery bombardment going on. We're somewhere in France, only a few months after the Normandy landings. The second time we hear it 10 years later. We hear it as a way of reconnecting with all of the soldiers who've been involved in that first version. And it's sung as a very simple, easy solo. And it then invites all of the soldiers, and in this sense, the audience as well, to then join in. And that, for me, hearing the first time when an audience actually wanted to join in with the song, I think that was a very special moment. And that, for me, is the moment I think that sums up what is so specific about the show's appeal and what makes it simply the best festive musical.